In the heart of the 18th century in the Oyo Empire, the Egba people toiled under the heavy yoke of oppressive tribute collectors. The story begins on a fateful morning as King Oleden, a respected leader of the Egba people, is dragged through the dirt, beaten and humiliated. He had dared to defy the Alefin by refusing to pay exorbitant tributes, a decision that cost him dearly. "I will not pay for my people's suffering," he shouted defiantly, before the Oyo guards silenced him forever. The Alefin was furious and ordered his execution as a message to all who would dare challenge his rule. The tribute collectors, led by the ruthless Sangadiai, exploited the Egba's loyalty, demanding not just money and produce but also inflicting brutal violence on anyone who dared resist. They terrorized the land, and fear filled every home. Lisabi watched as his fellow farmers grew increasingly despondent. Each day, he witnessed the heavy toll of oppression as men and women became shadows of their former selves. The breaking point came when his close friend, Oshokinu, stumbled upon a horrifying scene. Sangadiai and his men seized the businesswoman's daughter, dragging her away despite her mother's desperate pleas.
"What is it? Why are you taking only women? Men ought to go with them, too,"
Oshokinu shouted, his voice filled with rage. The collectors turned their fury on him, marking his face as a warning. In that moment, Oshokinu understood that the nightmare was not only a personal tragedy but a communal crisis that demanded action. Despite his lazy reputation, Oshokinu decided to marry Abibi, a beautiful, light-skinned woman from Egba. He enlisted Lisabi's help to woo her, hoping to escape the sorrow that clouded their lives. After much effort, Abibi agreed to marry him, and the village rejoiced, seeing a flicker of hope amidst the darkness. But the celebration was short-lived. The collectors, enraged by Oshokinu's growing happiness, sought to crush his spirit. They ambushed Abibi on her way to her new home, and Sangadiai committed an unspeakable act of violence against her.